DPO has become a default way to align language models, but it carries some baggage. Its implicit reward compares a response's log probability under the trained model against a frozen reference model, and it quietly rewards longer answers. SimPO strips both problems away. It stands for Simple Preference Optimization from Meng and colleagues in 2024, and today we're breaking down how a reference-free, length-normalized reward makes it simpler and lighter than DPO. Let's put the two rewards next to each other, because the whole idea lives in that contrast. DPO measures a response relative to a frozen reference model. You keep a second copy of the model loaded the entire time, comparing the trained model's log probabilities against it. That reference is extra memory and extra compute you're paying for on every step. And for large models, that second copy is far from free. SimPO throws the reference away entirely. Its reward is the length-normalized average log probability of the response itself, computed per token. No second model to hold, and normalizing by length removes the sneaky bias toward longer answers that DPO carries. The reward now depends only on the response you're actually scoring, nothing external. Let's follow how that reward is actually built, moving through it piece by piece. It starts with a response from the model, the sequence of tokens you want to score. This is what the reward will be computed on directly, with no outside model in the picture. The response is enough on its own, which is the whole point of going reference-free. Next, you take the average log probability across those tokens. Averaging per token is the length normalization trick. A long answer no longer racks up reward just for being long, because you're dividing the signal by how many tokens there are. Then you compare the chosen response against the rejected one. And here SimPO adds a target reward margin. The chosen answer isn't just asked to win. It has to beat the rejected one by a set gap, which sharpens the preference signal and keeps the two responses from ending up too close together. Finally, the model updates from that margin-based comparison. No reference model was ever loaded, the length bias is gone, and the preference is enforced with room to spare. Repeat across the data, and the model settles into the preferred behavior. Now, a handful of properties really sum up why people reach for SimPO, so let's name them. The first is being reference-free. Dropping the frozen reference model means less memory and less compute during training, which makes SimPO cheaper and simpler to run than the reference-anchored DPO it descends from. One fewer model to load is a genuine saving when the models are large. The second is the length-normalized reward. By scoring the average log probability per token instead of the total, SimPO removes DPO's built-in preference for longer responses, so the model isn't rewarded for padding. Answers get judged on quality per token, not on sheer length. The third is the target margin. Requiring the chosen response to beat the rejected one by a fixed gap tightens the objective and gives the preference a clear separation to aim for. And the payoff, reportedly, is quality that matches or beats DPO despite the lighter, reference-free setup. All right, let's gather the essentials from this one. SimPO is a reference-free preference method, so it drops the frozen reference model that DPO keeps loaded, saving memory and compute. Its reward is the length-normalized average log probability of a response, which removes DPO's bias toward longer answers. It adds a target reward margin, so the chosen response must beat the rejected one by a set gap, sharpening the preference signal. Simpler, lighter, and reportedly matching or beating DPO on quality. If breakdowns like this are your thing, Standarity.com has a steady stream of them waiting. Catch you in the next one.